Hello, teachers and parents, and welcome to Math Unlocked, where I get to offer you strategies for teaching math for grades 3, 4, and 5. My name is Miss McCarthy, the creator of McCarthyMathAcademy.com, and I'm on a mission to make math fun, make it click, and make it stick for you so that you can get out there and support the students that you work with. In today's episode, I'll be breaking down a 4th grade skill involving rounding numbers. We'll also be incorporating a rounding song that I have. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it and let me teach ya. All right, y'all, so rounding numbers, we have a number here to the hundred thousands place. The very first thing that I would suggest doing is identifying the place of each digit. So I'm going to go ahead and use a place value song real quick to show you how I would do this in the classroom, and I would go like this. Ones, tens, hundreds, a comma splits the periods. 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s. All right. And to read this number, we have 510,573. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing today, you can see we're rounding to the nearest 10, the nearest 100, and finally to the nearest 1,000. I've actually created a rounding song to help students remember the steps that you take because it can seem like an overwhelming process until they get the hang of it. Once they start to understand their place value, it clicks, it snaps into place. But in this episode, I'll show you how to take the song and walk through the steps for rounding, okay? So rounding, let's start with rounding to the nearest 10 first. We've got the number right here. 510,000, let me try that again, 510,573. Okay, so the song goes like this. The directions say to round to a specific place. Cool. So find and underline the place they gave you. So the place that they've given us is the tens place. Find and underline that digit. Okay, the next part is draw a box around that digit and all the other digits before it. So now in a box we have 51057. Or in other words, we have 51,057 tens here. Now throw down a number line, splat. The given number that we have is between this and that. So our given number is between this 10 over here and this 10 over here. So what we're going to do is take the tens that it's between, starting with this that we have in the box right here. Okay, so it's actually between this number, okay, which you can see is our number in the box, and we put a 0, or 51,057 tens. I know that's a weird way to write this because it's a huge number, but it's between that many tens and this many tens. The next 10 up, which would be 58 at the end, okay? And then our halfway would be 510,575. So if we were going to plot the point that we were given, we would plot it just before our halfway point, right? You can see that our number comes right before that halfway point, and because of that, it's going to round down to this 10. So our answer would be 510,573 rounds down to 510,570 when we're rounding to the nearest 10. Whew, okay, that was a lot. I know it was, but let's go ahead with these other two because it's the same process, just a different place. So now we're going to the nearest hundreds. I'm writing down my number. All right, so the directions say to round to a specific place. Cool. So find and underline the place they gave you. Draw a box around that digit and all the other digits before it. Now throw down a number line, splat. The given number is between this and that. All right, so we're saying that it's between what we have here, 5,105 hundreds, 5,105 hundreds, or that number right there, or 5,106 hundreds, or this number right here. And because we're going to the nearest 100, let's make a mark to show halfway. Half of 100 would be 50. So 510,550 would be our halfway point. Looking at our given number, we can see that we're actually 573, which is going to go past the halfway point, maybe right about here, right? So because we went past the halfway point, we're rounding up to the nearest 100. This is the closest nearest 100 that we have, which would be 510,600. Next up, we're rounding to the nearest 1,000 at this point. Let's jot down our number. So the directions say to round to a specific place. Cool. So find and underline the place they gave you. Draw a box around that digit and all the other digits before it. Now throw down a number line, splat. The given number is between this and that. So here we're between 510 thousands and the next 1,000, which would be 511,000. Okay, make a mark to show halfway. So halfway, if we're working with 1,000, halfway between 1,000 would be 500. So it would be 510,500. And our number up here is 573. It's just past our halfway point. So if it's past the halfway point, that means that we're rounding up to 511,000. What we're saying here is that 510,573, our given number, if we round that number to the nearest 1,000, it's closer to 511,000. One more thing to point out is that if you ever have something that lands right on the halfway point, it always rounds up. Okay, so make a mark to show halfway before the halfway point. You round down. After you round up exactly halfway, you round up. All right, everyone, I hope that made sense for you today and that it's starting to click with you. If you're looking for even more support, stay tuned because I'm about to show you your next steps that you can take if you're looking for some more video lessons and resources on this skill and other skills too. I hope you found this episode to be helpful. If you did, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. It's an easy way to support the content that I bring to you for free on YouTube. If you're a teacher or a parent, especially in Florida, you'll definitely want to check out McCarthyMathAcademy.com. Here is where I offer fast math freebies, including a playlist of fast math-style problems and video lessons to support your teaching. For those ready to dive deeper, check out Taking on the Best, a monthly membership packed with video lessons, student guides, extra practice, error analysis videos, math tasks, mini assessments, and much more, which are all strategically aligned to Florida's best standards. With 3 levels, bronze, silver, and gold, you can choose the support that best fits your needs to promote student growth and skill mastery. Would you like to take Taking on the Best for a test drive? You can sample 1 standard per grade to find the right plan for you. Do that by simply requesting a free trial. And if you're gearing up for the final fast math assessment of the school year, definitely check out Taking on the Fast, a 15-day countdown series with video lessons and fast-style math problems. Start with a sneak peek of day 1, and when you're ready, you can make a one-time purchase. And if you're thinking about the gold plan for Taking on the Best, good news! Taking on the Fast is included in your membership. While many of my followers are in Florida, I know that there are teachers and parents everywhere looking for support. That's why I created McCarthy Math 155 with 155 video lessons for each grade level, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You can also sign up for a free trial to McCarthy Math 155 to explore it before signing up for a monthly membership. And finally, if you've enjoyed my math music videos on YouTube, you can also jam out to ad-free versions on my website. You can find all the links below, and please feel free to email me with any questions that you have. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, get out there and make the world a little bit brighter in your own special way. See you next time.